Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. I hope tonight you are doing good, having a great Thursday, and just a great start to your weekend, or I guess cap to your week, however you want to look at it, whatever you want to call it. Super excited to have you all here, and excited to just be able to connect with all of our students and as a community. As we wait for people to get on, if you could, make sure that you do step 2 here. If you're a part of our Facebook group, if you're not, you go ahead and join go.vsc.com/group. That's a completely free Facebook group that you can join. And if you are a part of our Facebook group, then do me a favor, go in there and let everybody know you are live on the Success Connection. Let everybody know you're live on the Success Connection, and we will I'll get Nick, if you could just go ahead and let's give away $100 cash to somebody who posts in the Facebook group that we are live on the Success Connection. So you guys go do that right now. I'm going to get my webcam on here. If it will work, there we go. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you are all having an amazing week, and man, just a great week, right? That's what we're always hoping for, you know what I mean? So super excited to have all of you here, and of course, equally as excited to share with you what we've got going on. So make sure that you are posting in the Facebook group right now, that you are live on the Success Connection. That way we can let everybody know and remind everybody to get on here. How many of you had a good week so far this week? Just gonna be yes if you've had a good week. I can tell you my week's been a little stressful. You know, there's no doubt about that. Been a stressful week, but a productive week, right? You know, sometimes things don't go 100% as planned, and I think that, you know, there's two messages I want to share with you tonight before we get started. I got some pages to give you, some pages to buy from our students to give you, and really just build this massive business out for you. For those of you that are new to the Success Connection, welcome. I'm glad you're here for your first time. Hopefully you'll stick around and come every single week. We do this webinar every week, every Thursday night. It's my way to connect with you. And here's the thing, this is not about any course or any other training that we've got. It's not a continuation of Partner with Anthony or the Ambassador Program or a YouTube course or any of that. This is something I chose to do. All of my students from all of my courses come into one place at one time, and we all just kind of hang out. We build businesses with you and for you, okay? So it's kind of a done with you and done for you scenario. Tonight, if you're new, you're gonna get lots of businesses that are already built out for you, ready to go. And it costs you nothing, right? It's free. It's a moment where you kind of let your guard down. There's nothing for sale, and you can really focus on listening and learning, right? And I think that is key. So if you are a new student, thank you for being here, and I sure hope we exceed your expectations tonight with the hour so that we spend together. A couple of lessons I want to talk to you about. Number one is having expectations, and when they're not being met, what do we do about it, right? How do we react when we feel like we put a lot of effort into something and then it didn't work out, right? The way that we planned. I think it's really important, especially in business, to know that businesses have what we call ebbs and flows, right? Meaning you can be rocking along doing really well, and then all of a sudden you hit a roadblock, you hit a bump in the road, you hit something that creates tidal waves, right? Maybe you've worked really hard to build a funnel, and all of a sudden you launch it and it's broken and it doesn't work, right? Or maybe you've spent an awful lot of time setting up that YouTube masterclass automated webinar that we're building out for you, and you're starting to test it, and all of a sudden something's broken, something doesn't work, and it's like your expectation was, I got it, it's done, and then all of a sudden it falls back to, oh my gosh, I gotta keep working at this, I gotta keep doing this. I want you to understand something. That happens to everybody. It happens to every single person, especially definitely all entrepreneurs, right? I mean, all entrepreneurs have this issue. I don't know of a time, to be totally honest with you, where I can really say that we've not had an issue, right? Like where we've literally just things always go according to plan. It just doesn't happen right? We're always going to be faced with these little obstacles. And so what we have to do is we have to be very, very, very diligent at keeping the right mindset, okay? So that we can, one second, make sure I've got all of this set up, so that we can progress, right? Because here's what I find. I find that a lot of people, okay, end up failing because they have one moment of, you could call it failure, but okay, but I call it like one moment where things don't work out exactly as planned. And that just totally and completely derails people. And I had it happen to me this week. For instance, I had a condo that was sold. It's been sold for 2.5 months, been waiting to close. This is a long saga, right? And the person comes back 4 days before closing and says they're not going to buy it. Okay, that's a pretty epic failure, because the condo market and the real estate market, as all of you know, was just blowing up, just hot as firecracker all summer long. Now we're going into the winter, right? We're going into the fall and the winter, where condo market is not going to be as hot, not going to be as, as many people that are looking to buy. And there's, you really have two options in that type of scenario. You can, say, okay, well, it's doomsday. It can affect the rest of your day, affect the rest of your life. It can affect the way that you think about, maybe in this case, my case, maybe the real estate business. Or you can say, okay, this is an opportunity for us to learn from our mistakes, learn what we did wrong, fix those mistakes, don't make them again, and then let's take this and use it for good. Let's make more money from it, right? I sold the condo. I just got an offer right before we got on here tonight for $150,000 more than I had it sold for, right? So sometimes when we make those mistakes, or we have those bumps in the road, or those little mini, obstacles, sometimes when we rebound from them, we go even higher than we thought we could, right? Higher than we expected. And so you have to learn from your mistakes. One of the things that I see a lot of people asking and saying in our Facebook group, and it troubles me, and that's the reason why I want to address it tonight, because I think that, look, if you're here for entertainment, you should leave. I'm not a very entertaining person. I'm quite boring, right? I mean, I suck at social media. I just can't post enough pictures to be cool, right? I just don't care, right? So this is not entertainment. This is legitimately just education. It is for you to learn. It's an opportunity for you to surround yourself with a group of people. We have 26,000 people in this Facebook group that all have one common goal, and that is to be successful, to build a business online, to live a better life than you're living now, and to have more success, not just in business, but in everything, right? And that requires having the right mindset. And having the right mindset requires you to ask the right questions, because the right questions lead you down specific paths, right? And those paths really and truly define and mold the mindset that you're in. And I see this question all the time. People say in the group, hey guys, I'm new here. How do I make money with no money? How do I make money with no money? Hey, I'm new here. I want to start a business, but I'm not going to spend any money to do it, okay? This is complete insanity. You can't even get rich from the lottery without spending any money, because you still got to buy a lottery ticket, right? To think that you're going to make money with no money is completely insane. And it's not going to happen, right? That's just the way it is. Like, it truly doesn't happen. So you should quit if that's your mindset and that's where you're at, and you're just, hey, I'm not going to invest in myself. I'm not going to spend any money on anything. It doesn't matter how much free education Anthony gives me. I refuse to spend $1 on myself and my business. Well, then you've lost before you ever got started. There is no way I can help you. I give up, wave the white flag, peace out, you should leave, right? Here's the mindset you should have. And that is that in order to make money, it does require you to spend money, right? But we have to retrain and reframe the way we look at that. It's not spending money, it's investing money. When you buy a cup of coffee, you are spending money. Just saying that because my father-in-law is working late with me tonight. He's up there, he loves some coffee. He's actually opening a coffee shop with us. And so, but when you spend money on coffee, you're spending money, right? When you invest money into your education, it is an investment. You are improving yourself. You are creating knowledge or gaining knowledge, and ultimately going to acquire a skill that you can then use to succeed at something, right? So we have to look at what it costs to start an online business. There are 3 investments that you have to make, and if you aren't willing to make them, you should quit. I mean, that's just the honest truth, right? I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste your time, right? So thing number 1, you have to be willing to invest in education, period. Now, most of you have done that, right? Because you're here. That means you're a student of mine, and you've invested in some type of education. I didn't say you had to spend $1 million, by the way. I didn't say you had to go to Harvard. I just simply said you have to be willing to invest in the education that is required to gain the knowledge that you need to succeed at whatever skill it is that you want to succeed at, right? A doctor has to invest in their education. I don't think any of you would want a surgeon operating on you that's never been taught how to do it. Probably not really a scenario that you would be interested in, correct? How many of you are with me on that? Yes? Okay. Then why then do you think that you should be able to operate an online business or any business without education on how to do it? Makes no sense, right? When you buy a course, you are investing in your education so that you can be better at what you want to do and exceed and succeed, I guess, in that area, right? So you have to be willing to invest in education. The second thing is you have to be willing to invest in the tools. Now let's go back to our doctor scenario. Doctor's got great education. Doctor's been taught how to perform heart surgery. Doctor is great, okay? Super smart dude. But doctor says, yo, I'm not about to invest in the tools, right? We're not gonna have any of this sterilization, okay? Because that costs money. We're not gonna go get the robotic arms that can do the surgery and stuff, because that costs money. We're not gonna get the gloves and all the stuff we wear to keep infection. We're not gonna do any of that. How many of you think that the doctor could operate on you and perform open heart surgery? Exactly. Doctor wouldn't be able to do it because he doesn't have the tools. So what good would the investment in the education be if the doctor's not willing to invest in the tools to implement what he's learned? It's crazy. But I see so many people in our Facebook group that say, oh, you know, I mean, I bought this course, and now y'all are telling me I got to buy webinar fuel or ClickFunnels, these tools. I don't want to do it. That's like a doctor saying that they don't want to invest in the tools to operate on you, the scalpel. It's crazy, right? You have to invest in your education and in the tools to essentially implement what you've learned. And the third thing is invest in your network. Now, when I talk about investing in your network, I don't mean you have to invest money in your network. You can pay money to go to masterminds. You can spend money to fly around the country to different events, right? So that you can be in the network with the people that are doing what you do. But you can also just invest your time in your network, right? Like you're doing right now. You're all with me here live, and you're investing your time in this network, right? The Success Connection Network. And the idea is that you're going to connect with like-minded people, and you're going to create those connections that are going to help you grow and build your business. I have made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars because of my connections. And I didn't get those connections for free. They didn't come without sacrifice. You know, in some cases, I missed, you know, birthdays for my friends and family because I was at an event somewhere connecting with someone. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on private airplanes to get from one side of the country to the next in certain amounts of time, just so that I could be at certain places to network and connect with people, right? And I've even spent upwards of $25,000 to go to a real estate mastermind, right? Just so that I could connect with people in that space. So you have to be willing to invest in your network, in your access, right? Because that is key. It is a very key element to being successful. So those are the 3 things that you have to be willing to invest in. I want to ask you all right now in the chat box, how many of you are willing to invest in those 3 things? Just say yes if that's you, okay? And by the way, I'm not selling you anything. I'm just teaching you. I'm just educating you. I'm just informing you. We're about to give you stuff for free on here, right? Keep the yeses coming, very good. If you're not saying yes and you're not participating, you're not engaging, right? You're just sitting there listening to me, you should leave. Because There's 1,000 people that can get on here, and we book up every night. Right now, maxed out. Nobody else can get on. So it's not really fair for somebody that's not willing to put in the time, the effort, the energy, and do what it takes to be successful to hold somebody else out and take somebody else's spot. You know what I'm saying? So do the right thing by you and by them. Just leave and let everybody else that wants to be here attend. But sometimes you got to have some tough love, right? Because when I see these threads that pop up in our Facebook group about free money, that's not what we are. That's not what we are as a community. That's not what I teach you. That's not what I've ever told you to focus on, a bunch of free money, right? This is an educational company, and we teach you how to make money on the internet, how to do marketing, how to attract customers, how to build funnels, how to create sales pages, how to do webinars, right? All of that, it costs time and money. It's not free. You know what I mean? So nowhere did we say we're the make money with no money free ride, platform. And I don't want any of you to be in here if you are expecting that. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to put those three things into practice, right? To understand those three things and to differentiate what we're spending and what we're investing, right? If we put money in the stock market, we call it an investment. You give money to your financial advisor and you send them a $5,000 check, and you don't cringe because it's an investment. You're like, man, I'm investing in my retirement, in my future, right? But then for whatever reason, when you spend $5,000 on a course to educate yourself on how to do something specific that can generate cash flow and make you money, you're like, oh hell, I spent all this money. I spent all this money. Well, how come you spent money there but you invested money in stocks? That doesn't make any sense, because both of them are investments in your future. Both of them are investments in your opportunity to be successful, right? And to in that particular case, one day retire. So look, my goal is to educate you. I give you as much as I can completely free here on the Success Connection, but ultimately it's up to you to be able to take this education and do with it what you need to do with it in order to succeed and to have the results that you want. There's no shortage of people that are getting results. We've actually had many people already make sales of this $1,000 YouTube masterclass, right? And they've made $1,000 commissions, like left and right. It's happening now 2 weeks in a row, right? And we're not even finished with this thing. We're not even finished with this business that I built for you, and people are already making money from it. So there are people that take action, and there are people that watch other people take action. The question is, which one are you going to be, right? My advice to you is be the one that takes action, right? Nobody likes to sit on the bench and stand on the sidelines. So with that said, let's go into this week and talk about what we're going to do this week. I already told you, I told you that this week I was going to give you my 24-hour close page. I also asked you to build 24-hour close pages, and that I was going to buy some. So we're going to do this tonight, which will be a lot of fun, okay, and also very beneficial. But let's take a quick second to review, okay, what this business is and what we're doing. So if you're new to the Success Connection, my advice would be to watch some of the replays for maybe the last 3 weeks or so, because it will kind of help you get caught up. I always try to do a quick recap and then go into what's new, right? But ultimately what we're doing is we're building an affiliate selling system, okay? Now, what that means is one of the easiest ways to make money on the internet is through affiliate marketing. By easy, I don't mean that, a 3-year-old can do it. What I'm saying is there's less, friction. You don't have to create the product. You don't have to create the sales page. You don't have to learn the technique of how to sell. You don't have to get merchant accounts. You don't have to handle customer support. You don't have to ship anything. All of that stuff is done by another company. You just become an affiliate, right? Your main goal as an affiliate, really your main job is this, right over here. It's just traffic generation. You focus on one piece of the puzzle. So instead of focusing on this massive hard, complex thing. You focus on one simple thing, right? In most cases with affiliate marketing, you promote one product, you make one commission, and that's it, right? Typically, we just send customers over to, you know, other businesses' websites, and that's all there is to it. But when you start to create what we call a selling system, okay, what you're really doing is you're creating an opportunity to maximize, okay, this is key, to maximize the conversions that you can make, okay, maximize the number of sales that you can generate. Maybe that's a easier to understand terminology. And in order to do that, we need some systems in place, right? We need to make sure that we're using the right technology, but we also need to make sure that we understand why. And so what we've been doing is building out this system for you, okay? Essentially, phase one is right here, and it's where we send people to what we call an automated webinar, okay? That automated webinar can be done in one of two places. You can see it right down here in the blue. It can be done in Webinar Fuel, or it can be done in ClickFunnels, okay? Webinar Fuel is a much better option because it's truly like a webinar, similar to what we're on right now. It's just automated, right? ClickFunnels is more of a, you know, in terms of doing automated webinars, is more of just a video playing on a web page, right? Doesn't seem live, doesn't feel live, doesn't have any kind of live appeal to it, right? So not something that I would, you know, venture to say would out-convert a platform like Webinar Fuel. But the point is, we send people through the webinar, okay? The webinar consists of three steps, okay? A registration page, thank you page, and then the webinar, okay? Now I've actually built these for you, okay? So if you're new and you're like, okay, Anthony, I don't know how to do a webinar. Well, you don't have to. We've done them for you. I mean, of course, we've already done this stuff for you. So if you look right here, here is, let's see, here are the pages that I built for you, okay? So basically, and there's a lot of different pages down here that our students have built that I purchased for you, but let's just look at this one right here. This is the registration page, okay? So this is how we get people to register for the webinar, all right? And then once they register for the webinar, they go to this thank you page here, to show you. And this is how we get people onto the webinar. So they register for the webinar, they attend the webinar. It's real simple, 1, 2, okay? This one will put them onto the webinar through Webinar Fuel, as you can see right here. Whereas the other one will put them onto an automated webinar in ClickFunnels, okay? So you can do either or. We highly suggest this one because it works better. It's what we use in our business. It's actually what Russell uses in his business, right? Go figure on that. Russell owns ClickFunnels, turned down $1 billion offer. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he announced at Funnel Hacking Live last week that he turned down $1 billion offer for ClickFunnels. Can you imagine that? Isn't that crazy? Billion with a B. So pretty crazy. But you know what Russell uses for his automated webinars? Webinar Fuel. So like I said, you always invest in the technology and the tools that are going to help you succeed at the highest level. So that's what he did. And so Russell is a Webinar Fuel user. So basically, we set up our webinar registration page and we set up our thank you page, okay? Those two pieces you can see right here. They are part of phase one, the webinar. When somebody registers, they get put on your email list, okay? Now, this is an important piece of the puzzle, and it's important for all of you to understand this. Having an email list means you can literally just tap into revenue almost whenever you want to, and completely free, right? It's almost like having recurring income. It's just not automated recurring income, right? But you can tap into this email list at any point in time. So when you're building out this webinar, and the reason that we have you build your own, okay, Like the reason that you don't just send emails and traffic to my automated webinar that I already built for me is because I want you to get this point right here. I want you to be able to build your email list, because when you build your email list, there's far, far more money in to make, you know, than not having an email list, right? So it is important that you get this email list. And this is what, you know, in my opinion anyway, this is what the whole point of this process is to build this email list. Now, what do we do with the email list first? What's the first thing we do when we get an email subscriber on this list? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start monetizing them, okay, to hopefully create more sales of the product that we're promoting. Now, the product that you have an automated webinar built out for already, I'll just write it out here. This is for the YouTube Business Builder Program, okay? So it's for the YouTube Business Builder Program. This is $998.50, okay? So that's what we built this for, all right? We built it for this whole thing is designed to sell this program up here, which we're letting you sell. We're basically giving you my offer and letting you sell it completely free, right? Cost you nothing. Now, you get 40% commissions, okay? So you get 40% commissions. So that's about $400 per sale. Okay, so you make about $400 per sale, which I think is pretty good, right? Now, today is the last day. We're ending it in September, so October 1st, this will end. But if you own this program, if you buy this, you get 100% commissions, which means you make, you know, $998.50 when somebody buys it, okay? That's just a bonus that I gave to people that already owned it, and I extended it to people that buy the course from us. You may have seen some emails, may have seen some webinars on it, but if you buy that course, we give you 100% commissions. Just makes sense, just a free thing that we're doing for people. That ends tonight. So yeah, that ends tonight. And then we won't be doing that anymore. It will just, anybody that buys it in the future is just going to get 40% commissions if they choose to do this business, which is fine. So we built this to sell this YouTube offer, okay? And then what we said was, okay, well, the first thing we need to do is we need to do a closing in 24 hours page. This creates what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. People react and act based on fear, right? And so we create this page and we say, okay, you need to go to this page now, things closing down in 24 hours. So I already built this page for you, so check this out. Like, that's the thing, is when you're on the Success Connection, you basically get all these pages for free, right? We built them, you get them for free. So here's my 24-hour closing page, okay? You can see 24-hour only replay, do not close this window. It's already got the video up to talk about the YouTube Business Building Masterclass, the button to buy. I mean, literally it's done for you. So now somebody can register, they can attend the webinar, and then if they don't buy, they'll get this 24-hour deadline, right? Email, and you send them straight to this page right here. So now we've set this precedent of 24 hours, right? 24 hours, and we're closing things down, okay? We are going to create sales based on fear of missing out. What we do, and we told you this last week, is for 48 hours, you go silent, all right? That means you don't talk, you don't email, you don't talk about the webinar offer, nothing. You truly don't send any emails. And then after about 48 hours, you send this email, okay, that says, we're having a reopen. All right, we're going to reopen the cart. We're going to let you purchase. We're going to give you one more chance. And what you do is you give them a 48-hour reopen page that they go to. So let me show you. As you can imagine, I have built that page out for you also, because why would I not? So let's see, we have our reopen pages. All right, here is the 48-hour reopen page. Boom. All right, so now let's kind of go back through. They register for the event, okay? They attend the event, they don't buy. We send them to a 24-hour replay page that closes down in 24 hours. Then when we're done, okay, what we do is we go silent. We don't say anything for about 2 to 3 days. And then we send them an email that says, we're reopening this, but it's going to close in 48 hours. Boom. And then in this, we kind of have the stack. We talk about what all you're going to get in this program, because it's insane what all we actually give people in this program. And they also get this discount code to save half off their enrollment. Little caveat to that, we're probably going to end that soon. When we do, I'll tell you, and basically we'll be selling the product for $2 grand. So you'll be selling it for more money, right? Making more money when you do sell it. We originally intended on closing that discount code down, but then since I started building this funnel out for you guys, I was like, well, I got to leave it open for them because it's on all your pages. So we may close down the discount code in the near future, which would just make you more money when people buy, right? So it shouldn't offend you or anything like that, but we'll let you know, okay? So this is the 48-hour page, right? So now we're kind of right here in the funnel, okay? So 48-hour reopen has been sent out. Where we're at now is that we send an email and we tell them we're closing in 24 hours, okay? Well, because again, this goes out, they're closing in 48, so then you want to send this one out. This is the page I just built you. You guys don't have this page yet, but you will get it tonight. Here's the page closing in 24 hours, right? We just change up some of the wording, change up the colors. You know, red is a more urgent color. You'll find that anytime you are doing like an urgency play online, red tends to work better. I know this sounds crazy and people always tell me like, Anthony, really? Does it really matter what color is on a page? Well, you can imagine after doing $100 million in sales on here, we test everything because fractions of a point make a difference, right? If I can increase our conversion rate by 0.3 of a point, well, that makes a big difference over the course of a year when you're doing massive volume. And we have found that different colors do work with different messaging, and they work at a higher level. And so when I build these pages for you, I build them out with that in mind. So I'm giving you this page tonight, okay, where you have this closing in 24 hours page. Now, if you recall, we're right here, okay? So as we work to build this whole funnel out for you, okay? So we're working to build this whole affiliate selling system out for you, all right? I also told you to create that 24-hour page. If you look, I said, hey, next week your homework is for you to create that 24-hour page and let me buy some of them. So let's take a look at some of the ones that you guys built. A few of you actually did your homework. A lot of you did not, which is disappointing. But let's see what some of you did. So this is what Cliff did. Let's see. And I said to make sure you add some bonuses, right? So check out what Cliff did. The YouTube Business Builder Masterclass is closing in 24 hours. I like that. This looks good right in here. Nice little button. He's got this breakdown of this. There's yet even more. All right, so this is where, all right, so who is this? Cliff. So Cliff, your page all the way to here is great. You're not using too many colors. Everything kind of looks like it makes sense. You know, I would say this is the wrong size of video here. But this is where it gets not so good. We definitely don't want to use things like this on these pages. They don't look super professional, right? And these types of things don't really look very professional, right? Because they've got these white boxes. you know, if you're going to go with something like this, I would use a white background so it blends, you know. I'm not even like, this has like a, you can press play, but you can't press play type of thing. So you need to get better. If you're going to add these bonuses, you just need to get better. They don't seem like they have a lot of value because they look so much less professional than, say, something like this, right? So I would say great shot. Like, you did a very good job of putting something together. Proud of you for doing that. Just not quite there, but you're very close. All right, so this is what CC did. It says last chance, countdown. You've got the video, the button, a little bit about the master class. Here's what you get. See, now, you see how these look a little like, this looks like it kind of fits on this page more, you know, like properly, and even so do these things, right? I will say, CC, when you put pictures like this, like YouTube Content Planner is so tiny that people can't really see it, you know. And so I would say maybe possibly make that bigger, but I like this page. I think you did a great job for a 24-hour countdown. I think we should buy CC's page, so we're gonna buy this page. Let's see. I cannot pronounce your name, and I'm not even gonna try to do something that that I know I can't do. But you can see we've got good page here, pretty much the same page that, you know, that I build. Time of the essence, enroll in the program, get these free bonuses. So, all right, so what you did was you kind of took all of my existing bonuses, but then you added in the 8-figure funnel formula book, the email marketing profits for beginners book, put all of this in here. So this is definitely not a bad page. Let me come back to this one and see if we got anything else. This is not a bad page though. Linging maybe? I don't know. I tried. Don't get mad at me. All right, let's see what Don Miner built. So Don's got his in here. So Don, it's supposed to be a 24-hour page, so we want to fix that. All of this looks good, and actually your special bonuses look good here. These are all things, by the way, for those of you that are new, all of these are things that I've given you. Like, if you look on our Success Connection Student Resource Center, which I'll give you the link to later, like, you will find all of these assets on here for free. Here's the 8-figure funnel formula book right there. Here's the traffic secrets bonus right here. I mean, all of these things are inside of these businesses that I've built. So nobody's having to go and do something that they've not ever done before, right? You're not having to make these. These are things that I already built for you. So you should easily be able to do this yourself, right? So this page looks good. Don, here's the only thing that I would say is that the black background with this in the middle kind of makes it look 1990s, and this is really small. Usually you want your replay to be very big because you want it to be super visible on the page, right? But this is another maybe for me. I'm going to see if there's anything else like that's just way better, but I'm going to say that's definitely a maybe for me. All right, let's look at Bernie's, because the setup's about 5. All right, so Bernie's got her 24-hour countdown on here, a big alert that says last chance. Got all of the one-time only opportunity for all the different bonuses, okay? Plus, you can get these other bonuses, which look really good. We know you have questions. This looks really good. Actually, all of this looks really good. Bernie makes long pages. So, Bernie, this all looks great. I think the only problem is you need the video on here. I would take this off and put the video on. Like, leave all this here and put the video right here, so that because remember, some people may not have seen it, right? So with Bernie, we just need to add the video, and if you add the video block, I think that page is really good. It's a page we could buy. Let's take a look at Jody's. So Jody's got hers built out on the page. YouTube is straight fire in 2021. Great business builder masterclass, business builder event. So took our bonuses and made it look better has a lot more value to it. Plus, claim your fast action bonuses with the email marketing, the fast email marketing, all of this. So this is another really good page, right? So those of you that did this homework did a really good job. This is another one of Jody's pages. Let's look. Looks the same, just a different bonus. Okay, so Jody's got some good pages. Let's look at Gillian. And by the way, for those of you that are new, when I buy these, I'm going to give them to you next week. So you're going to get all these for free, right? So I think that's important. So this is a little, like, you can see the difference, obviously, right, guys? It's something like this, and it's something like this. This image is not full either. So not a bad idea, like not at all a bad page that you created here, Gillian. Just not probably something that I think, you know, that I think we would buy and then use, right? All right, so let's take a look at, and I don't know that other people, I don't know that it would convert as high as some of these other ones. Shane has built out his. So Shane, when you do bonuses, people are very visual. All that, nobody's going to read all that. And even if they did, they're not going to know what any of it is. Look at that compared to something like this. It's like this visual thing, right? That people are paying attention to versus all this text. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't like these colors. It looks like McDonald's. You got to remember, try to keep it super professional, right? Too many different colors on here for this to look like a super professional page, but you're doing a great job of laying things out. You've been consistently submitting things, so I really like that. Here's another one, 50% off for 24 hours. This offer will be gone in 24 hours. You've got the bonuses here. Yep, and then you got some more bonuses down here. So this is not a bad page either. I mean, I use backgrounds like this all the time. So this is a pretty good page here from Neville. All right, let's take a look at what Albert built. So remember, when we look at these, I give you some critiques. So Albert, this page obviously would not work because this has got an opt-in, and we're not looking for an opt-in at this point. We are looking for somebody to go back to a replay, right? Kind of the same thing here. This doesn't really show much, right? It shows this book, but it's not showing. You have to remember, when people come to this page, you have to assume that they have not yet watched the video, right? They haven't yet seen the offer. So you still have to share that with them. And then you just give them all these bonuses and everything as well, so that your hope is that they will convert, right? Because you're offering some additional bonuses and things like that. So, you know, like for instance, a page like this, you definitely don't want to use stuff like this. These backgrounds of cities and stuff like that, they don't, you also want to make sure you spell enroll properly, but you know, these types of things don't typically convert well. When you have big blocks like this, you know, probably doesn't look good on mobile, but again, great job in just building this. This was Victoria, so great job in just building the page, because look, out of 1,000 people, like 12 of you actually did this. So I'm happy that you put in the effort to do it. This page just got too much text, right? That's really the only issue. It's great to lay it out like this. It just has a little too much text, right? Up in here, so much text in there, right? So much in here. So this is not a bad idea. This is not and it's not a bad page. Who built this? Lisa. Just try to eliminate some of the text, because what happens is people get on there and it's just text overload. You know what I mean? They don't want to read, so they don't read anything. And you don't want that. So let's see. This page is looks like it's a little broken. So we won't go over that one. That was from Pamela. It looks like a little broken. So we definitely want to buy Cece's page. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I can buy all these. I can buy Linging's page. I can buy Don's page. I can buy Bernie's page. Bernie, if you'll just switch out that spot with a video. I can buy Jody's page. Either one of them are fine, Jody. And then That's 5. I said I was going to buy 5, but I'm just going to increase it. I'll buy 6, and I'm going to buy Neville's page. So I'm going to buy 6 of these pages because these 6 I think are going to help you. This is one of them right here. Looks great. Great page. This is another one that looks really good. All we got to do, I mean, as you can see when you scroll down, it's continual. We just need to change and put an image there. I mean, put the video there. This page has great bonuses that are locked in on here. This page has broken everything down so you can really see it, added in all the bonuses, you know, took some time, took some effort. I like it. You know, so I think, and then even this page, we'll just change this timer to 24 hours and we're good. So let's buy all of those pages. And I think buying all of those pages, essentially what happens for those of you that are new is next week, I will give you the funnel that has all of those pages in it. So you'll get all those pages. I'll add it right here to this reopen funnel. We have the 48 hour and the 24 hour, which I'm giving you tonight. And then next week, you'll get all of those pages, right? Completely free. And what that does is it helps you to build out additional pages that you can use to test, okay? So I have given you my 24-hour page. I have reviewed the homework, okay? And I bought 6 of these pages at 150 bucks a piece, so I spent $900 with our students here tonight. And you guys think I'm always asking you to buy my stuff. Look at that, I'm investing in you. And then investing in the community, because when I buy those pages, I give them to all of you. You show up next week, you'll get all of them. You can use them completely free. So what will we do next week? Let's just take a quick look, okay, at the funnel. Hold tight. Got to come back up here. These are all the notes. By the way, you'll probably want to download these notes. We send them out to you tomorrow. So once you come back through this closing in 24 hours, this is kind of what we call phase 2. You can see it in the red, or the red outline. What we start is we start phase 3, okay, of this process, and that's right here in the blue, okay? And this is what we're going to start on, and that is the PLF series inside of this follow-up. So as you can see, the machine is basically 4 pieces. It's what's in yellow highlighted around it. That's the webinar itself. It's what's in red. That's the reopen for 48 hours and 24 hours. Then it's what's over here in blue. That's the PLF series, which we will go through next week. And then it's an additional closing cycle at the very end. And that's the end. It gives you, as we talked about, you know, upwards of 20, 21 days of follow-up, right? Because people don't always buy the very first time that you show them something. So you have to continuously follow up with people in order to do this, right? In order to win. And you also have to do it in different ways. Create, you know, some scarcity, add in some bonuses. This PLF series is total and complete training, just training, right? That sells at the end. So basically what we're gonna do is next week, all right, let me just go back down here. You are not gonna wanna miss next week because we have never talked about the PLF training ever. We've never talked about PLF on here. So next week, all right, thing number 1 is I'm gonna give you 6 student bought 24-hour pages. That is a $900 value, as you know, because you just saw me give you, the, saying that I was going to give this money. Number 2, I'm going to give you PLF page number 1. I'm going to explain PLF and how it will make you money. So I'm going to explain PLF, what it is, and how you can use that PLF series and style of training to make yourself more money, right? To be able to operate at a higher level and to be able to make sales when you otherwise would not have been able to make sales. And again, it's all done for you, right? So it isn't like you're having to go out there and do anything. We're doing this all for you, okay? And then next week, we want to have a contest, okay? So I have a contest. I want you to go live tonight in the Facebook group. And I want you to tell me one thing you learned tonight on the SC. All right, you have to go live in our Facebook group. We're going to give away $150 randomly. Okay, to somebody that goes live tonight, we'll tag you under the video. My team will do that tonight for you. So next week, I'm going to give you the 6 student bought pages here as we kind of come down and round out this selling system, okay, that's designed to be able to sell for you in many different ways over the course of almost a full month, okay, which is crazy, right? I'm also going to give you the PLF page number 1. So that's the first page in the PLF series. I'm going to explain what PLF is and how it will make you money. So I'm going to teach you what PLF is and why it works, okay? It's a strategy. And then there's a contest. You go live in our group and you tell me the one thing that you learned tonight on the Success Connection, and we are going to randomly give away $150 to one person who goes live and just tells the community what you learned tonight and why you're excited to be on the Success Connection. How many of you go with that? Just me, yes? Okay, very good. Now, boy, we're almost at an hour. Tried to keep it at an hour. In order for you to get this page and this page and this page, and actually the 24-hour page that I just built you, because I just built you this page right here, right? And I'm giving it to you tonight. You have to go here to your Student Resource Center. So let's talk about it. This is your Student Resource Center, okay? This is specifically for my Success Connection students. There's a few things you're going to want to do when you get here. The first thing is join our Facebook group if you haven't. It's free. It makes no sense not to. There's 26,000 entrepreneurs that are all collectively working together to build their business. It makes no sense for you to not be a part of it. Number 2 is you can follow me here on YouTube. We've got some really cool training that we release every week on YouTube. It makes no sense not to subscribe to that. So click and subscribe. Number 3, you need to activate your ClickFunnels account, okay? In order for me to give you this funnel here, okay, this page and all these pages that I built out, in order for me to build these things for you, basically they're in funnels, okay? And these funnels have settings, and the settings allow me to do what we call share. Do you see this? It says share this funnel. If I give you this link right here and you go to it, it will give you this whole funnel completely free into your account, already built out for you, and you own it. I don't, which means you can change it up, make changes, whatever, it's yours. But you have to have ClickFunnels in order to do that. It's their software, okay? You can get a free trial to ClickFunnels right here. All you gotta do is click this button and get your free trial to ClickFunnels. Again, kind of goes back to what I told you earlier tonight, and that is you need to invest in your tools, right? If you've invested an hour with me tonight learning how to do this, but you refuse to invest in the tools to implement it, what good have you done? You're a surgeon with no scalpel. It makes no sense, right? So get the tools, right? You can go right here and you can activate a completely free trial to ClickFunnels. When you see all of these little yellow line breaks here, these are businesses we've built for you on the Success Connection in the past, okay? So in the past. You can go back and download all of these businesses. Look, you can download the funnels for all of these businesses. As you scroll down the page, look, here's a complete done for you members area, monthly continuity, rebill, everything. You can download all those. But what I want you to do is scroll down here to the bottom, okay, very, very bottom, where we get to the affiliate selling system. This is where you can go and download the funnels from tonight, okay? Your reopen page with your 48-hour and 24-hour reopens, the ones, look, this one right here that I built for you tonight, this page, okay? It's done. All you got to do is click right here to download it. If you don't already have your 24-hour closing page, you can get it here. And if you don't already have your opt-in and thank you page, which is basically this page and this page for the webinar, you can get it right here. You can also get the automated webinar built completely in ClickFunnels right here, or you can get the automated webinar built out in Webinar Fuel right here. I highly suggest Webinar Fuel because it's going to convert better, but you can do whichever one you want, okay? We're building you an entire business to promote a product that you don't even have to build, right? You don't have to sell. The webinar's already done for you. I'm sure you noticed that. When you look on the page, there's a video already playing. I'm the one selling it for you. You don't even have to sell it for yourself, okay? All you have to do is just connect everything up, and that's what we're teaching you how to do. Again, important to remember that this whole business is selling the YouTube Masterclass, which is a course that I offer to teach you how to build your YouTube channel and how to build your business on YouTube. Currently, through the end of tonight, if you own that course, then what I do just as a bonus for you is I give you 100% commissions when you sell it. So basically, when you use this automated webinar and the things we're building here, and you make a sale, you'll get $1,000 instead of $400. If you would like to get the YouTube Business Builder program and you don't have it yet, you can watch the presentation right here and you can enroll in it tonight. After tonight, I will remove this. Okay, it will not be here because we will no longer be giving 100% commissions to anybody else. There's already people making money, making sales with that, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, but it's also like, you know, like it's costing me money. So we're going to close it down, at least for the 100% commissions opportunity at the end of tonight. Okay, so if you want the YouTube Business Builder program for your business, because this is going to help you learn how to actually build your business on YouTube, and you're also doing what we're teaching you here, right? Then it makes sense to get this now because you'll be able to get 100% commissions. Please do not email me and like 2 weeks from now and say, Anthony, I was on the Success Connection, and give me 100 reasons why. We simply can't do it. Once we say we're not going to do it, we don't, right? It's unfair to pick and choose who we do it for. So if you get it tonight, you'll get 100% commissions as you sell it through, you know, Webinar Fuel and all those things. If you don't, you'll still get 40%. So I mean, you're still able to make money with it, right? This was just a bonus I spouted off one night on the Success Connection, and then here we land, right? So the affiliate selling system, you want to scroll down to here, okay? Make sure you get your opt-in and thank you page, your 24-hour closing page, your reopen pages. Of course, get Webinar Fuel if you don't have it, because that's going to allow you to run the webinar. And then check out this presentation here on the YouTube Business Builder program. That way you can see if it's a good fit for you. If it is, you'll get the discount, plus you'll get to make a full 100% on the commissions. Now, how do you get to this page so you can do this? A lot of you have put that in the chat box, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. All right, you can get there by going to this link. It's go.vsc.com/funnel, and you put in the password, which I have not changed in a few weeks. It is cash flow. I do want to point out one specific thing, and that is that all these links that you see here, they quit working at midnight tonight. That is because people will come to this page, they'll take my links, and then they'll put them on Facebook, and they give all of these free things that we're building for our students out to people that are not our students. We don't like that. We don't appreciate that. I don't really want to support people that are not even our students, right? And give them these free assets. So we close this and lock it down. So to download your free businesses, your assets, all that stuff, you need to do that tonight. You need to do it before midnight. It takes a few seconds, right? So if you've been here this long, just might as well go on and click the download button. It doesn't take long to do that. So make sure that you get ClickFunnels. Make sure that you join our Facebook group. And then when you get onto this page, make sure you scroll down to the bottom to the affiliate selling system, get all of your funnel pages done for you, right? Download those, get Webinar Fuel if you don't have it so that you can run the automated webinar, and then check out the YouTube Masterclass. This is the last night that you will be able to qualify to get 100% commissions on that. We were moving that at the end of tonight, so be very clear on that. For those of you that have heard me say it now, I've been talking about this for a month, and now it's time to close. So I mentioned this last week. We are closing down 100% commissions tonight. So if you want it, you can click and watch that presentation. It'll also allow you to enroll in the program, okay? So all of this is already done for you. You can go to the link that you see on the screen. It's go.vsc.com/funnel, okay? Go.vsc.com/funnel. The password is cash flow, all right? Next week, we've got some awesome stuff. We're going to be giving you the PLF page 1. I'm going to explain what PLF series means, how it works, and how you can use that to create more sales in your business. And I'm also going to give you the 6 pages that I bought from all of our students tonight. That's a $900 value. You saw me spend $900. I'm going to give it all to you completely free so that you can use it in your business. And do not forget to go live in the Facebook group. Do it right now. Go live in the Facebook group. tell everybody what you learned tonight on the Success Connection, and I'm going to have my team hop in there and give away $150 to one of you that goes live. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to encourage all of you to go to that link now, go.vsc.com/funnel, type in the password cash flow, get all of this stuff done tonight so that you can work on it throughout the weekend and through the week. Like I always say, you know, if you do a little something this weekend that other people are not doing, if you work while other people are playing, if you put in some time to educate and implement what you learn while other people are taking a break, you're going to be ahead of the game come Monday, right? You're going to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of them. And this is the World Wide Web. I want to be very clear on that, okay? You're competing with people across the entire world. So the only way that you win is to have good work ethic. You've got to be committed. You got to be steadfast, right? You got to have a goal, and you got to say, I'm going to reach my goal. How many of you have a goal in here tonight? Just say yes, okay? I see lots of yeses coming in. Very good. John says he has a goal. Well, I hope you do. All right, I see lots of people having goals. Well, listen, if you've got goals, they're just ideas. That's all they are. They're just ideas. They don't mean anything unless you are taking steps every single day to reach those goals, to achieve those goals. So don't trick yourself. You don't have a goal just because you wake up on January 1st and say, I think I'm going to make more money this year. That's my goal. And you're like, yeah, I think I'm going to lose a little weight this year. And that's my goal. If in March you've done nothing to achieve that goal, it's not a goal, it's an idea, it's a thought, right? In order for it to be a goal, it has to be something that you are working every single day to achieve, right? And so if you want to achieve your goals, my advice to you is work when other people are not. You'll get further down the path and they are a whole lot faster. So have a great weekend, have a safe weekend, and make sure that you go to this link, go.vsc.com/funnel, get the free funnels, get everything that we've built for you. Make sure you join our Facebook group, ClickFunnels and Webinar Fuel, so you have the tools, right, that you need in order to implement the education that you're getting so that you'll be on the right track to having massive success. And I look forward to seeing you all right here next week, same time, same place on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.